She doesn't understand why people don't want anything to do with her, and I find her very hard to deal with because she physically looks like me mum, but she isn't me mum. She is my mother, and she occasionally tries to manipulate me and my family. But I suppose because I've got stronger, I can see what she's trying to do. The illness has taken away part of her. She hasn't got anything that she enjoys. She just exists. Nothing gets her excited, nothing makes her cry, nothing makes her laugh. Everything is very blah. That's how she describes it, and that's how I see her. But now that she's medicated, she says it herself, she just exists. It's not, there's no ups nor downs, it's just the same. Very hard to deal with because you want her to have a life. I'm not sure if it's the illness or herself that stops herself doing stuff. She doesn't do stuff because she likes it, she does it to fill up her day. All through her life we've been able to tell what mood she's in depending on the music she listens to, and it goes from, you know, Vivaldi and Wagner to Randy Crawford, Elton John. We could tell before we even came in the house how bad things were because you could hear it. They're important to our care. To me, they're not always easy to deal with. They can hide behind the confidentiality. It can almost be like a get out of jail free sticker, you know, we just hide behind the confidentiality and that's us covered. But if you're asking a carer to look after someone, take on that responsibility of caring for that person outside hospital, how do I do my job without all of the information? I'm not asking for details of counselling sessions and things like that, but I need to know the medical regime that she's on, what tablets, when she's supposed to take them, what dosage she's supposed to have, any side effects that they can have. I also need to know more information about the actual disease, bipolar. What are the long-term effects? What other effects can come in with it? And I can't do that if the professionals aren't open. Well, I would actually like to be seen as part of the team, not part of the problem, and I would really appreciate it if they wouldn't pat me on the head and say there, everything will be okay. I've had 38 years of living with my mother. I've seen the worst of her and the best of her. The doctors may only see her for their 10-15 minute consultation, and she can hold it together and say everything's fine for that 15 minutes, but when she comes out, she can be aggressive, she can be apathetic. She's lost a lot of friends over this because they don't know how to deal with her. She has been not just nasty but vicious with her tongue. When you're brought in as part of the team, I think you feel valued and listened to, and it makes things easier for you as a carer because life is hard enough as it is, generally day-to-day problems, but having the professionals listen to you and be aware of the situation means that that's one less fight that you've got to do. It's one less place where you can waste energy, which could be better used on yourself or your children. I've never been asked if I wanted to be a carer. I do it because I love my mum, but I want to be seen as part of the cure, not part of the problem.